the only thing left to say, of course, is the one obvious thing. Hey, stop it!
I love that. Every time it plays, it's just like, anyway, hey, happy Tuesday. You are watching Splash Pages. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have a great show scheduled for you, as always. Some amazing comic news today and some awesome stories that we picked up that, these are probably little gems that, you haven't read, and we're going to tell you all about them. Mm-hmm. And without further ado, we'll kick it off with Jar Jar.
Hey, it's Tuesday night. Thank you, Leo. I'm so glad to be here with all of you. My God, it's fantastic. I'm going to have me some Deadly Grounds coffee.
Ooh.
It's scary how good it is.
What flavor? What flavor?
The kind that's in my... I don't know.
Zomberry.
Zomberry. Gary.
Hey, everybody. You got me, you got Ratatosker, you've got Hinata, we've got Jar Jar and Leo and Drew, oh my, and so many things to share with you tonight. Happy Tuesday. Take it over to Drew. See if he's awake yet.
Hey, Drew.
What's the shirt say, Drew? You ain't afraid of what? Oh.
Ain't afraid of no ghost.
Oh, I'm good. We can start the show now.
Yes.
I don't have any banter. I'm good.
No banter.
No banter.
Hey,
Tom.
It's a banterless day.
I'm going to leave you on until you satisfy us.
Yes. Give it to us, Drew. Give it to us hard.
It's time to start the music. It's time to turn the page. It's time to get things started because Splash Page is the rage. It's time to ask Mr. Leo. It's time to ask Mr. Courtney. It's time to ask Miss Carrie. Why can't they get this started?
Wow, you did. Holy crap, you did that at the top of your head?
Yep.
Wow. I have to take
Come on, Leo.
Right.
Yeah,
I got skills, baby.
Yeah, you do.
Drew's
yeah, you
genius.
do.
Anybody catch the new Godzilla show?
Monarch, I heard it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly.
But guys, I do have to say something. I think before we start the show today, I hate to say it, but I think we need to address a somewhat somber point that we recently learned, that we found out that someone, a friend of the show, recently passed away. And I think to help the healing, we should talk about it. So for those who do not know this, someone who we saw very frequently at Terrific Con, he loved watching the show. He was always challenging me to a fight, jokingly, because he was far older than me, and I didn't really want to have that on my conscience. Okay, I'm horrible with last names, so someone help me out. Joe
Tortoriello.
Yes. Who is very well known
as well.
Who was very well known for doing King Tut from the 60s Batman at Comic-Cons all over Connecticut, who is a wonderful promoter. a really great person and just an all around delight. We found out recently that he passed away last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
On the 7th.
Yes, on the 7th. And it was just sad, you know. It was unfortunately the big C. And actually, no, I'm not going to say it like that. It was cancer, everybody. And it was tough because we thought he beat it.
Yep.
Those are always the worst because you actually think, you know, hey, they got a break. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah. Joe, I mean, I've only met him a couple times, but yeah, he'd chime in all the time on the show and just wicked nice guy.
Very nice. Wonderful.
Jar Jar brought up, you know, he would do these random acts of kindness and he was like passing these out at the con, you know, just King Tut wrote in his random act of kindness with little Matchbox cars. Absolutely loved it.
Yep. And I think he inspired me to start doing something that's very much in the vein of because he loved doing these things. I think I'm going to add a pouch of Avengers buttons to my dead poo, and I'm going to, when I take photos with kids, I'm going to make up some speech and be like, and congrats, you're one of the Avengers now. You know.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. So I just wanted to have a moment of silence for Joe, you know, wherever he is. Hopefully it's a better place. And the best part is now he has access to all the good cons. He doesn't have to worry about getting online.
Yeah. We'll take a couple seconds here.
Yeah. Does anyone else feel like we should play the Batman theme, but like slow?
Are we able to do that? I was wondering.
We'd get yanked.
Yeah, you know, but it's like
the
the Batman. Dun, 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 you know, but then I'm like, no, it's not the same.
Yeah,
it just isn't the same.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I just wanted to bring that up because Joe was worth that time. So he will be missed, and everybody just random act of kindness, even if you happen to be a crazy man who believes he's an Egyptian pharaoh reincarnated.
Yes.
So, in other news, before we get to all of the news, which a lot of news, a lot of good stuff.
Well, we were just chatting about Monarch. And I know, Jar Jar, you and I watched it. Carrie, have you seen it?
No, I may have misled my mother into believing that it is about the Monarch character from Iron Man, though.
Oh, yeah. It's
So
not
do I.
that.
Hey, listen, that's a good misdirect. But I can only imagine your mother just sitting there. Was like, the hell is this? Where's the superheroes? I wanted to see giant monsters that go to the grocery store.
You know, you could take it a step further. Sorry, go ahead, Carrie.
Oh, coincidentally enough, as we were coming back from grocery shopping, where there used to be a Little King, which is a local sandwich franchise here, there is now, it closed down and they opened up La Monarch, and they put the butterfly on it. But she was like, Monarch's still there, so it could be, or it could still be a Little King. I'm like, but they put the butterfly there. So,
Carrie, don't stretch it, man. Just don't. But what this means is you got to get your mom like a moth or a onesie, so she could just, you know, fly in. Just,
no, she
you know,
has the Hawaiian
we'll save you.
Pajamas, volleyball. Hello.
Oh, so speaking of that, so I was at Anime NYC this this past weekend. It was fun. I went as myself, the best costume I have.
You went as Ghostbuster Man 1984?
Yes, I did. And because my Leo Pond costume isn't quite ready yet. So, you know, I need to be more gingerly, you know, and I just need to be a bit more, I just need to be overwhelmingly accommodating to the point where it's sickening. So, you know, the usual, you know, got to really get the character down. But so I was walking by, and my favorite thought of the whole con is, I don't know who you are, but your costume looks great. Because, anime cons. But there was somebody in like those puff Godzilla suits, walking around.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Gojira. And he just looked at me and he just thumbs up. It's like, got a thumbs up from the King of Monsters. It's going to be a good day, man. It's going to be a good day.
Well, just real quick, what I was going to say before. I mean, Godzilla is like everywhere now, and like the new Justice League versus Godzilla dropped today as well.
Oh, did that?
Okay.
Oh, so issue 2, fantastic! I can't wait to read that.
Yeah, Jeremy's like, oh yeah, hey.
Yeah, issue 1 was really good. So
it was. I was shocked. I read it just for funsies to be like, oh, this is going to be a joke kind of thing, and I was like, oh, god damn it! I wish issue 2 was already out.
I saw a spoiler image of Superman, a spoiler, obviously, of Superman absolutely wrecked. So I'm interested to see how
magic.
Godzilla's not magic. He's
nature. I'm just waiting for the bat Jaeger to just pop up, because that's what I'm waiting for. Just Batman's like, yeah, of course I got a giant sized robot.
Kaiju.
Because then
I'm good.
we will finally get the Pacific Rim Godzilla crossover I've always wanted. So,
Also, I mean, like I said, Godzilla is everywhere. Godzilla -1 trailer dropped as well.
There you go.
I thought the movie had actually dropped already. So I can't wait to see that one too. That looks really good.
Coming to IMAX. Yeah.
But just busy. Apparently I learned how to unlock beast mode at karaoke. So
karaoke?
Karaoke, yes. Karaoke.
You were singing to Carrie? What happened?
Yes, I've karaoke is once again the best thing to do if you have the right crowd. You got that right crowd, you get that, going. But the next day I woke up, I was like, I got to go to a con. I was like, oh, why did I think this is a good idea to go so hard? But what was really funny is I ended the night by doing Kiss from a Rose by Seal from, Batman Forever.
Yes.
And I did it with my shirt open.
Oh, the ladies must have been roaring.
It was, Jeremy, just to let you know, it was recorded. So when that video posts, oh boy, get ready for some polar bear sexiness that you never thought you'd see.
Hey, Sandy, how's it going?
It's Sandy. So, but we can get about our social life by following me on Ghostbuster Man 1984 and on my Facebook and such. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for the news. Yeah. So, news.
There no more banter, like
no,
not here for
no. You see, Leo. If we did all the banter you'd want, we'd have 41 issues of it.
But we didn't even talk about Invincible.
All right.
I haven't watched it yet, so we can't talk about something we haven't watched yet.
Damn it, Drew.
You had one job.
First thing first, I have multiple jobs. Okay, so I don't want to hear that, Mr. Pond. Okay, because you get hey, having a rough week. Oh, hey, I gotta. Do we question you when the missus requires multiple date nights? Okay, we don't.
It was no. Actually, I was down and out. I fucked up my leg somehow.
Right.
It happens when you get older. It's just
partying listen. With your friends. We saw the photos on Facebook.
Saw. You got white girl wasted crazy at a Taylor Swift concert nuts. So
got that white claw going on.
Yeah, it got cray. I was like, oh shit, Leo going in. So no. So we plus got a lot of news. Plus I'm very excited to talk about the books that we all suggested. This is a very different sort of review than we normally do. So I'm like, good, bad. Let's see where we go.
One question for Leo, since he's also reading Invincible.
Yeah.
Do you have the problem I'm having where I totally combine what's going on in the book and what's going on in the show and get yourself confused?
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
I'm having a real
which
hard time with that.
which you could have avoided if you did what I did, not to my horn. I've already read all of the series, everything, including the spin-offs, and now I can watch the show. I'm like, oh, okay, I know that's a little different in the comics, but it's good. So, but you got to admit, some of the things they beautifully adapted from the story.
Oh yeah,
Like,
some of it's like
Yeah.
directly out of the comic. It's
oh
like
yeah, but
storyboarded.
I have to say though, is watching the show first though is making the reading more enjoyable because
Yeah,
some of the characters I'm reading in their voices, you know, like
yeah.
well, yeah.
Robot I'm reading in Silas's name, you know, or voice.
I will say for me, the thing that I really enjoy is that to me, like, with all due respect to Walking Dead, this is my favorite of Kirkman's books. And I've said that more than once. Like, I enjoyed Walking Dead for what it was. I liked some of his other work. I enjoyed reading, I believe he did that book Outcast with Paul.
Yep.
As I said, we covered that. But I was like, you know what? But I really enjoy Invincible. Invincible was just, I think to me, Invincible is my favorite book of his.
And it's also the universe is it's a full universe, like Savage Dragons in it, and like Iron
band?
Patriot. No, Savage Dragon, the goddamn comic character, Leo.
Yeah.
What show are you on?
And to answer the person who just commented below, Carrie suggested something for Neil Gaiman. So it's whimsical horror. Okay.
Yeah. What was the name of the book, Carrie?
Only the End of the World again. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. Carrie, only
But
Carrie
you said
would,
you would do horror.
only Carrie would recommend The End of the World.
Yes.
You know,
Very good.
it's the most goth thing you could do. So, but we'll get there. News. So who's on Variant Watch this week?
Wait.
Hold on.
What's it called? What's it called?
Variant Watch. You officially, Leo, you officially have too much time on your hands. All right.
I loved it.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Variant Watch. This week, we are going to cover 30 comic books for you out of the 277 that are available. So hold on to your hats. We are starting
We're
off
covering
with
30 of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Quick. It's quick,
Yes.
Jeremy. Don't worry.
Yes. So bam. All right. First off, we have for you
Not if I
Gods
have
number
anything to
5.
do with it.
Jeremy,
Well,
shut up.
just back up real quick. Just a brief synopsis of what a variant is for people that don't know.
Okay.
Who would like to give that?
Okay. Wait. I got this. A variant is opposite to the main cover, done by a completely separate artist. And now it means that for every book, there's 6 different ones. Because apparently Marvel and DC want to give everybody in the comic book industry money because times are tough. Okay. Also want to clarify, Variant Watch also covers upcoming covers as well, and also variants for books we've already talked about. For instance, the current cover we have here is an upcoming cover for Gods issue 5. So just wanted to make that clear in case you're like, oh, well, what's this then?
I gotta read issue 2 still.
You do.
Yes.
And what I found out is recently also variants will be released when a book is high selling as well. Like Transformers #1 sold out, and they decided to do re-releases with variant covers.
Well, yeah, of course.
Now I need to go find those.
The reprint.
So-
oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So now, Carrie, take it away.
Okay, so it's Tuesday night Splash Pages Variant Watch. We're going to cover 30 of the 277 comics that were dropped this
Oh, dear
week
God.
for variant covers, or that are available. We're starting off here with Gods number 5, and this is the cover is by Mateus Manhanini, and it will be on sale on February 21st. The deal with this comic, if you're not familiar with Gods, is it's written by Jonathan Hickman. He's basically re-exploring the Marvel Cosmic Universe with art by Valerio Schiti. And yeah, it's only had 2 issues that have come out so far, and you get a bunch of new characters and stuff in the Marvel Cosmic Universe, joining Doctor Strange and the rest of them. Check it out. It is a really cool comic. Next.
Thank you.
Okay. Since in celebration of Marvel Studios' X-Men 97, a follow-up to the classic 90s X-Men, the animated series that's coming up to Disney, Marvel has decided to show their love for the decade with Marvel 97 variant covers. There are a shit ton of these, people, so get ready to go. First, we have here Avengers number 10, the Marvel 97 variant cover by Jamie McKelvey.
Oh, these might be
That's
out of order. This is
okay. That is actually Captain American variant cover by Pete Woods,
Yes.
number 6. All right, let's see how these go.
You're playing news roulette.
Fantastic. These are on sale on the 7th, by the way, so far. This is the Fantastic Four number 17 cover by Ron Lim. We have the Sensational She-Hulk number 5 cover by Matteo Lolli.
Great.
Okay, now we go to Thanos number 3 variant cover by Dolly.
Okay.
All right.
That's kind of pretty. I like that.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Next we have the Venom number 34 by Mike Henderson.
Is it just me, or is Venom being drawn more round these days? He
needs to be more friendly, you know.
Yeah.
It's your friendly neighborhood Venom.
Is
Man.
that what's going on? Like,
Venom.
I want Venom to be more scary, and he feels just poppy.
No, I get it. Like in the McFarlane era, like Venom was, you know, you were
Terrifying.
scared of Venom. Yeah, terrified. But now he's supposed to be cuddly.
Well, also, you have to think about it's also context, because right now Venom is Eddie Brock's son, Dylan.
Yeah.
So you got that going. But also, like you said, Venom's changed a lot. He's been, depending on the host, Venom has been an Avenger. Venom has been a hero, still a vigilante. But, it went from, hi, I eat people, to I help people. But I also could still occasionally eat someone. So.
Yeah, he also got his ass handed to him in King of Black or something like that.
Yeah, but he made a
I'm
comeback.
sure he did, yeah.
So, but all right, well, Venom, he is what he is now.
Blade.
Then we have Blade number 8 by Lionel Francis Yu.
Nice.
And that'll be on the 14th. Night Thrasher number 1 by Luciano Vecchio.
Okay.
Has Night Thrasher always ridden a
Yes.
snowboard? Oh,
Skateboard.
okay. Oh, it's a skateboard.
Yes, sir.
It's a hoverboard.
Hoverboard.
Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver number 1 by Paulo Sequeira. Spider-Boy number 4 by Ethan Young.
Okay.
Nice.
I like that one. That's a cool cover.
That is.
All right, the Thunderbolts number 3 cover by Scott Godlewski.
Okay.
Vengeance of the Moon Knight number 2 cover by Giuseppe Camuncoli.
Mm-hmm.
And those were all on sale on the 14th. This comes in on the 21st. We have Captain Marvel number 5 cover by Annie Wu.
Okay.
It's very simple lines. I like that one. Next, we have Daredevil number 6 cover by Ben Sue.
I'm not sure if I know that's for kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks very...
that's kind of goofy, but cool, all in the same, you know?
It's got that 90s animated series vibe.
Really? You would think they would want to do that for the 97 variants?
Mm. All right. Move on.
Y'all want this party started?
What?
All right, we have Edge of the Spider-Verse number 1 covered by David Nakayama.
By the way,
Nope.
No, I totally lied. That's actually another one because they're out of order again. Guardians of the Galaxy annual number 1 variant cover by Paco Medina.
I'm sorry. I thought. Oh, never mind.
What's up,
I screwed them all up. I apologize.
No, I should be paying better attention. I have my list, so I'm like,
Ooh,
Okay,
there
The
we go.
Incredible Hulk #9 by Nick Bradshaw, and that's Hulk
Nice.
versus Hulk. And if you're reading The Incredible Hulk right now, holy
Scott.
shit, this has me excited because like I want to see. I'm up to issue 5, and I want to see how this works. So yeah,
I gotta get caught up with Incredible Hulk. Do I
You
need to
do.
read Immortal Hulk?
It
yes, you do.
helps.
It
I
does.
mean, you don't absolutely have
Ugh.
to, but if you want to have any
Too much
clue as to what's
homework.
going on,
Ain't gonna
yeah.
happen.
Oh, shut it. It's only 50 issues.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, if Beastman was in there, you'd do it.
Okay, we have Spider-Woman #4 by Todd Nauk. N-A-U.
Nice.
Nauk. That's what I'm coming up with for that.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Julia Carpenter. Nice.
And okay, here we
Who's
go
that?
with the. Oh nope, we're skipping down to Amazing Spider-Man #44 cover by Carlos Gomez. That will be on sale on the 28th.
Okay.
This is the Immortal Thor #7 by David Baldeon. And I love what it's holding together. I love the cover itself, but I'm not sure it really fits with the whole vibe of Immortal Thor. But, you know, I'm sure some of them, the other ones don't either. I don't read every series that's coming out. So
All right.
it's pretty, though. Invincible Iron Man #15 cover by Phil Noto.
Hmm.
That's a nice one. I like how he has the glimmer. He captures it pretty cool.
Shiny. And then Punisher #4 cover by Dan Jurgens.
Nice.
Going with the old school long hair, huh?
Yeah, ponytail Frank.
I thought Punisher it's a different Punisher now.
No, but Leo, this is we're giving tribute to the 90s.
I
The
mean,
90s, it was, it's only Frank Castle. So
Okay.
got ponytail Frank.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, ponytails were in the 90s. I had one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you rocked the sweetest mullet.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had hair that went into the middle of my back. It was,
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet he had a rat tail too.
What's that, Carrie?
I said I did too.
You had a rat tail too? Oh my God.
No, I had a ponytail.
Oh, I thought you meant a mullet.
No, God, no. Can you imagine me? No,
Carrie
this
with the
hurt.
mullet. That would have been
No.
hilarious.
No, that's called Carrie with a perm.
I
A perm.
Please tell me you didn't have a perm, Leo.
no.
Oh man.
He had a
I-
perm mullet with a rat tail.
No, I'm very ashamed to say that I did have a mullet at one time.
It's okay.
Listen,
You were a boy.
Listen, you watch people in the 80s do it. You see Kurt Russell, you see Patrick Swayze, and you're like, man, they're handsome as hell. They got a mullet that works for them. And then you try it, and you're like, you are not neither one of those people. So nope.
So, looking back at my life, especially in the 90s, and I don't know if I've told you this before, but with my long hair, ponytail, I also sported a leather London Fog duster.
My God. What?
Ooh.
And a fedora. It was
Ooh.
it was quite to get up.
Ooh.
Did you have trouble finding out who you were early in your life?
Ooh. Leo, the man's man.
What did they call you? Quilts? You just patching it together? The smorgasbord man? Just a little bit of everything?
Black leather for the fedora, black leather duster. It was.
What were you trying out for? The white guy in a gang?
I liked Highlander, so it was.
You like Leo? I swear to God, if you were walking around with a sword, I was like, Trunks, you need to calm down.
We are the princes
machete.
of the
It wasn't a real sword.
universe.
Okay, cool.
But I bought it from the toy store, so it didn't really.
All right, so
Got
Leo
I wanna
really
go
wanted to be a
where
Highlander.
people know.
Oh, this.
So going back,
Oh wow.
oh no, wait. Okay, we're done with the.
Yep.
Yeah, the 97s.
That
Yep.
was it, Larry.
The 90s are over,
Alright.
Carrie.
Oh no. Okay. Anyway,
The 90s will
so
never be over.
Avengers-
I know. I'm right
Avengers
with you. They were
Twilight.
last week.
Guys, focus.
Okay.
Carrie, go.
Avengers Twilight. We have homage covers to Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns Lightning Bolt cover, starting with Frank Miller's himself on the 10th of January of 24, my mother's birthday, by the way. This will be on sale. And then we also have issue number 5 that they're showing to us in April, and that is by Ben Sue. So we go from Frank Miller homaging himself to Ben Sue.
Frank Miller is really hit or miss. I think his Captain America is okay.
Yep, it's not as Wolverine.
Yes,
No, thankfully,
definitely not his Wolverine. Oh dear, that was.
I think maybe it's because he went with the front kind of profile with his Wolverine, and the side profile thing's his kind of thing. You know?
Yeah,
I get it.
That was just kind of a mess. Sorry, Frank.
So these are the variants for the Avengers Twilight, right? The Chip Zdarsky and Daniel Kuna. All right, cool.
Oh,
all right.
Zdarsky. Nice.
Zdarsky. All right. What else, Carrie?
All right. We are going on to DC is revealing all of their 2024 Black History Month variant covers by fan favorite artist Nicholas Draper Ivy. So all of the covers are done by him, and what we have here is Action Comics number 1060, and that is Steel or Natasha Irons. That will be on sale February 13th. Next up, we have The Outsiders number 4 with Batwing. That is also on sale February 13th.
That looks dope.
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the wings there.
Look
This
at
is Speed
this.
Force number 4 with Kid Flash, Wallace West, on sale as well February 13th. This is Green Lantern War Journal number 6 with Jon Stewart, on sale February 20th.
Nice.
Jay Garrick, The Flash, number 5 with Mr. Terrific, on sale February 20th.
Cool.
That's kind of like the little things hovering around him. That's kind of cool.
Michael Holt.
Titans number 8 with Cyborg, on sale February 20th.
What's going on with Cyborg? He's looking a little new, a little different.
Lost some weight there.
Well, now that he's back to being a Titan and not a Justice Leaguer, it's like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he needs to get in shape. You know, he's made it to the big leagues.
Yep.
Got my gray sweatpants on. Wonder Woman number 6 with Nubia will be on sale also February 20th.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love that cover. That's just gorgeous. I understand the hair, honey. I do. And finally, Green Arrow number 9 with Connor Hawke, on sale February 27th.
Very cool. And that concludes Variant Watch. I think
we need a way out.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
Oh,
later.
just trust me. I've already started accumulating next week's. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough.
But
now on to other news. That's not variants.
Yeah, I don't have a intro for the news. I'll come up with one for next week though.
It's Huey Lewis should do the news.
But you know what? It's Drew's news. Drew's news. We could do because it's whose news? Drew's news.
I hate you all.
What to do?
I hate you all so much.
I love it.
Go get your notebook.
I love it. And sing it to Blue's Clues. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sit down and thinking.
And the news.
Think.
This is news. Everybody, we can all join in.
Yes, and apparently this guest spot by TMZ is now over. Moving on to real news.
I just have to say, a bunch of people watching. I thank you for joining in, and this is we're having fun here. So, just if you want to join the conversation, throw it in the comments. We'll get to it.
Please do.
Yeah. So, speaking of news,
Unless you're watching on Twitch, right? Because Twitch.
Yeah.
You have
Twitch,
to go to YouTube or
Twitch,
Facebook
Twitter, and whatnot. Yeah, just come to the YouTube page. Yeah.
So what's up, Leo?
Ceiling.
Oh, I got one of those too.
He's right.
Yeah.
I swear to God, my man.
Oh, we're going straight to me. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Get ready for a spine-chilling reunion in Marvel's upcoming Carnage series, where the menacing symbiote Carnage and the nefarious Cletus Cassidy join forces for a blood-soaked odyssey. Drew, can you go into when they got split apart? I don't know much on that.
Yeah, so they've been apart for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, essentially, we've seen Carnage on his mission cosmically to kill all the
other
the Venoms and whatnot. But it's I would say it's been a short amount of time regarding that. You know, Carnage has kind of been off doing his own thing. I would say it's been about a year or so, or maybe 2. I'm not the greatest. I'm not the biggest Carnage / Venom fan, so I can't really say for certain.
Well,
but I can say.
Notes... Oh,
what happened?
No,
but I can say that it's Carnage and Cletus have been separated, which is crazy considering the intense bond that they faced. I mean,
yes.
But yeah, the idea that Cletus and Carnage are coming back together is dangerous. Like, God, that's so dangerous.
So in my notes, they say, following the chaos of absolute carnage, which I need to read now because I need to find out why they took separate paths. Carnage explores the cosmos, attaining godlike powers, which I'm assuming he gets from killing. Is that a lot like there can only be one? Like, as they kill off other symbiotes, they gain more power?
Bringing it back to Highlander.
Highlander, see? It's all about Highlander. The series previewed by Torin Gronbeck, Perry Perez, Eric Archienga, and BC's Joe Sabino promises a visceral rampage through Omnipotent City, the nexus of gods, as Carnage clashes with the authoritative Lord Librarian. The Marvel Universe hangs in the balance, setting the stage for a gripping father and son dynamic and laying the groundwork for the next Venom epic. The 40-page preview, priced at $5.99, offers an unmissable dive into Carnage's dark world, dripping with suspense and the promise of grisly fate of those in its path. It looks sick. As I said, I need to catch up in Absolute Carnage to find out what exactly happened and maybe a little bit further into it. But I think I'll be picking this up.
You know, the funny thing is, when I think of Carnage, I always think of Spider-Man, the animated series, because I felt like that portrayal was just deranged. But I just remember watching it, and everything was as though he was always like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, why are you, you know, yeah, we're gonna get some Carnage, man. I'm just like, why do we keep saying this? Like, it just, you know, Cletus was already deranged, but you know, and I'm just thinking to myself, in the same episode I meet Carnage, I found out that Uncle Phil voiced War Machine. So I'm just like,
no way.
Yeah. If you see that episode where you saw Carnage with Venom and the Spider-Man, you know, the one where Iron Man teams up and Venom becomes there because they're all working for Mordo, who's working with Dormammu, all that. Yeah. When you see Rhodes in that episode, and then later War Machine, that's the actor who did Shredder in the original TMNT, but also was Uncle Phil, James Avery. Yeah, same guy.
I have to say I never really watched that series of Spider-Man.
Change that.
I know.
It's about as quintessential to the character as Batman the Animated Series was.
Yeah. If you end the name of a TV show with the animated series, you probably should have watched it, Leo.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But my introduction to Carnage was obviously when he into seeing, what was it? Was it 361?
Yep, 360. Oh, it might have been 360. No, I think 361 was when he first showed up, and then like 363 they really got into it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just remember he was extremely psychotic in the beginning.
Oh
yeah. Just a serial.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll cover Maximum Carnage.
where we're like, we already thought, Venom was
But-
insane and stuff, and then you
but-
got Carnage to go with it.
I feel like if we
Great.
cover Absolute Carnage, Carrie would be like, well, why not Night Stalkers, right? Guys, hey.
I do have to say, spoiler, but Cletus Cassidy does make an appearance in the new Spider-Man game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
The
But-
Absolute Carnage was only 12 issues. We could handle that, right?
Sure.
Are you volunteering for 12 issues? Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not-
because someone is the one. I don't have time to read. I'm just.
Oh, I
It
don't say
takes me a
that.
minute, and then I
fall
got
asleep.
like.
I just need to know right away what we're reading, so I can get
Well,
right into it.
Well, you get a better secretary because we always tell you.
I need a better secretary. You're telling me.
Yeah. Yeah. Fire Jarmay and work on it yourself.
That's
Yeah.
it. You're out.
Ooh.
Oh,
I bet
yes.
you I know whose story this is.
Oh, mine, right? No.
Carrie.
So Creep Show comes to Carrie's house. So yeah, as we know, Joe Hill has very strong ties to Creep Show. Starting off with an appearance in the movie in 1982 because his dad wrote it. His dad's Stephen King, by the way.
Yep.
And he wrote the story Wolverton Station back in 2014, and it took place. I'm going to do a quick thing about Wolverton Station, which he originally wrote. The official synopsis for that standalone story is that Saunders made his fortune as a hatchet man for hire and has come to England to do what he does best, chop down the little guys to clear the way for a global firm. But his train north just made an unexpected stop on some passengers straight out of the worst kind of fairy tale. Now he's up to his ankles in blood and finding out just what it really means to live in a dog-eat-dog world. So
Cool.
with that story that he originally wrote, he has gone on and he's joined by co-writer Jason Ciaramella and artist Michael Walsh for a one-shot adaptation that they're going to do on it. They're modernizing the fairy tale world like you had before, only these are the kind that do not come with a happily ever after on the end.
Cool.
Ciaramella has had 2 previous contributions to the Creepshow franchise, one of them with Joe Hill, which was a Shudder episode, but for the show they're doing, By the Silver Water of Lake Champlain. And he worked with Walsh on the Magic the Gathering Creep Show set. So, yeah, and the comic will be coming
The
up
hell?
on
was
March
weird.
27th from Image Comics. So,
Sweet.
what was
And look, I mean, the covers alone look fantastic. So
Do we know who did that
Oh,
one? Because that looks fucking sick.
no idea.
um,
They don't always, Jeremy. They don't always. Sometimes with certain news, they don't always include info about the variant covers. So sometimes it's just the image. But yeah, it is super cool though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If you could get a close up of that little
I-
symbol down in the bottom right.
No, don't.
I got you.
We'll try to decipher who signed it.
Looks like it says wolf with 3 hashes next to it, like claw marks.
Huh.
There you go.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, but I, having personally met Joe a few years ago, he's such a pleasant guy, and his uncanny resemblance to his father is just, not to coin a term, spooky. But his stuff has just been great. I know he's officially taking a break from doing comics to focus on his novels, which means his imprint Hill House is definitely on an extended hiatus. I'm
Duquesne,
really looking forward to this, especially not just because it's the Creepshow universe, but because this, like, it sounds like a great story. It's basically, to me, it's Train to Busan, but with werewolves.
The cover you're asking about, the really gruesome one, was done by Maria Wolf. And the kind of classier one was done by Gabriel Rodriguez.
Oh, nice.
Gabriel
He
Rodriguez.
collaborated with Joe on Lock and Key, right? Something like that. But all right, awesome, Carrie. When is this coming out?
as I was saying, that came out on March 27th from Image. So
Nice.
keep an eye. It'll
Oh,
be in your
Image.
LCS. You can go there, get it. If you aren't getting Creepshow at your local comic book station, there's something wrong. With your
So,
local
so
station.
what I'm hearing is, Carrie, is this going to be added to your now growing collection?
Yes, I'm gonna have to go back and start getting more and more of these because, although the first, I got the first comic book I ever read was a Creepshow, that was
Right.
based on the movie back in, and then the first monthly comic that was coming out was the Ghostrider. So
Nice.
Danny Cat.
Spookiness all around. All right.
Yes, that
Well,
is my thing.
well, Wolverton Station, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So during that, Dukale says, Drew, Jar Jar, and Leo, you need to read The Weird Voyage. It's a great Loki and Hell story.
Cool. Okay. Add it to the list.
So much to read, too little time.
For real.
For
I
real.
can't wait until we get those like digital thing implants in our heads where like we just like I know kung fu, god damn it.
Actually, they added something totally crazy to Chat GPT.
Oh yeah.
Like you can feed it your own documents, and I started looking to see if you can feed it comics, but you can't just yet. But I could imagine at one point you build your own. It's Chat GPT, but you're building your own offshoot. And I could imagine at one point you can go, okay, I'm going to feed it all the Batman stories and say, okay, give me the times where Batman fought, Joker or whatnot.
Cool.
It'll scan it. It's AI based off of what you feed it.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Read
All
all
right.
these Batman stories and then write a conclusion or something.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next?
Ghostbusters.
Man.
Okay. So in an
Are we in
in
1984?
in an exclusive interview that Dark Horse did with Screen Rant, they released details that a new comic book will be released in the near future called Ghostbusters Back in Town. It's going to be a 4-issue miniseries written by David Boer, Blue Delaquanti providing the art, colors by Mildred Lewis and Chris Peter, and letters by Comcraft's Jimmy Benencourt. Kyle Lambert is going to be providing the main cover with a variant cover created by Steve Morris. So essentially, this is supposed to bridge the story of what happened in between Afterlife and the time before the new movie that will be coming out, Frozen Empire. So Jason Reitman definitely did consult on this. He definitely had some really great things about.
Oh, did Drew?
We lost Drew.
I thought I froze for a second. I was like, oh crap. Now I'm
Yes, can you hear me?
We can now.
Yes. So essentially, what the synopsis is you're going to see Kaylee, Gary, Trevor, and Phoebe moving back to New York to take over Ghostbusters business in the firehouse. But of course, new dynamics and paranormal activity essentially make it more difficult than it normally is. Of course.
Of course.
So yeah, 4-issue miniseries. Super freaking pumped for this. I mean, I love a good Ghostbuster story about as much as Jar Jar loves a good Beast Man. Correction, He-Man. Sorry.
That's okay. Beastman's right there with him.
Yeah, but so the issue 1 of that will be available March 24th of this year. Correction, of this year. Next year.
Oh, like, crap.
I'm super pumped. I really loved what I saw from the Frozen Empire teaser. I'm looking forward to seeing what a full trailer will show. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has. The movie has real Ghostbusters episode vibes, which, as a huge fan of the show, I'm all for. And I like the new characters. Already, some internet trolls are trying to roll up some drama. Honestly, I couldn't care. So You know,
It's the way of the game.
I know. But so Ghostbusters back in town, March 27th. Please check this out and support. I know I'm definitely going to be getting a couple of copies. So, I mean, look at that variant. How cool is that?
Maybe they'll have a connecting covers.
Yeah, maybe. All right, but yeah, so that's the news on that. Super pumped.
That's awesome. Yeah, totally agree. I think that's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. This here, I'm very excited for. I'm a little.
The Red Hood.
Trepidatious.
Yeah. But I'm eager to see where it goes. So you're probably wondering what the heck this is. So DC's planning to publish Joker Year One. It's going to be a 3-part series diving into Joker's mysterious past. It's similar to Batman's Year One. It's going to be written by Chip Zdarsky, and the artist is going to be Giuseppe Camicoli and Dave.
Giuseppe Camicoli, yeah.
Giuseppe Camicoli and Dave Stewart.
Yep.
So this is going to be actually taking place after Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Alan Moore and Brian Bolland's graphic novel. So Joker Year One starts right after Joker's leap into villainy from Batman's Killing Joke. It follows his first year as a criminal in Gotham and show how he became the infamous Joker. Alongside this, there will be a modern day story in Batman world that connects with these new insights into Joker's beginnings. So this is actually going to take place during Batman 142 and 144, coming out in February of 2024.
These are going to be key issues, people, if this takes.
Hell yeah. I mean, Joker's in 138 right now.
Yeah.
And
right.
Yeah, so I think this is crazy where they're taking these graphic novels and turning them into canon, you know? Like Killing Joke, we were never too sure if it was canon or not. And then DC started releasing, One Bad Day storylines. And then Three Jokers was its own thing. And then all of a sudden they bring Three Jokers into the main canon storyline. So,
well, I mean, Leo, it was never supposed to be canon. That's what people always forget. It was never supposed to be canon, but it was so popular that DC essentially made it canon by doing things like referencing it or making Barbara Gordon into Oracle.
Yeah. And then they released the One Bad Day storylines, which I have to say I've read all of them except for 2 right now. And the first one has been the best one so far. Riddler is friggin' phenomenal. Everybody.
Oh yeah, we covered that. And Carrie probably would back you up on that. She read all of them as well. And she said that she felt a lot of them were fine, but varying degree of fine to good.
Yeah.
Right, Carrie?
Yeah, but Riddler, it set the bar so high. I was expecting a whole lot from this series, and it was just like, oh, okay. So we have comics with one. Whoa.
That seems to be the way of comics. So you'll get that really, really good story, and always want to revisit it, and never do they ever hit the same way.
Yeah, Carrie, it's kind of like when you buy a mystery bag. They have like one pivotal great issue and then a bunch of meh. Yeah.
Unless you get them from John, then you get a bunch of great shit.
It's true. It is true. Yeah. But yes. So, and what's really nice is I'm as someone who's kind of been assembling the news, I'm getting a really good knowledge of which story would go for whom. And the second I saw this, I was like, Leo raves about Zdarsky's run. He's gonna love this. So
hell yeah.
So definitely it's pretty interesting. Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Okay, next up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah.
Marvel's upcoming release of Fantastic Four number 13 unveils a captivating twist as Dr. Doom encounters his dinosaur counterpart from an alternate Earth. Crafted by Ryan North and illustrated by Iban Coelho, the issue continues the storyline from 12, plunging the Fantastic Four into a reality where dinosaurs have assumed the roles of Earth's superheroes.
Yep.
The complexity deepens as the Jurassic Marvel first family finds themselves in the main Marvel universe, and issue 13 introduces the intriguing alliance between the primary Doctor Doom and his prehistoric counterpart. Marvel's narrative landscape has a rich history of introducing dinosaur characters from alternate realities, exemplified by the heroic Devil Dinosaur from Earth 78411 and the notable Spider Rex from Earth 66.
Yep.
While the debut of Dinosaur Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four in this storyline adds a unique dimension, their origin from Earth 66 remains shrouded in uncertainty, leaving readers eager to unravel the mysteries in the upcoming installment.
Okay, listen.
I, for one, am intrigued.
I had a feeling you would, because when I brought it up before, you were like, "Ooh," and I'm like, "Noted." But I just need to say this: I don't think there's anything Alex Ross could draw / paint that won't look beautiful. Like,
right?
I never thought I needed to see Doctor Doom riding
a dinosaur of himself,
a Doctor Doom dinosaur, but I was just like, beautiful.
And you think it would look ridiculous because the idea of it just sounds ridiculous.
But you're just looking at it here, and I'm like, that's amazing. Like,
wow.
You know, like, can only imagine.
They're wearing clothes. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
The dinosaurs.
I gotta find the dinosaur blacksmith, because Dr. Doom dinosaur couldn't make his own clothes. Those arms are a little.
Just can only imagine if there's a John Williams in that world. He must make so much bank. All the themes. But yeah, so Doctor Doom, T-Rex, everybody. The scariest thing besides the T-Rex is one that knows magic.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Yep. So what's next, Mr. Pond, sir?
Okay. So Marvel Girl sees her future in original X-Men #1's first look.
That looks smooth. I like that. That cover looks really good.
How many images do we have?
I think that's Stegman.
Brian Stegman.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marvel has given fans a sneak peek at the original X-Men #1 coming next month. The issue is written by Christos Gage and artist by Greg Land, with a cover by Ryan Stegman.
Thank you.
It shows the Phoenix Force taking the original X-Men team on a multiverse adventure. 5 pages without text have been shown, where Jean Grey as the Phoenix shares memories and realities with the original mutants and even chats with her past self, Marvel Girl. The one-shot explains that the original X-Men team, known for changing history, is now called to solve a multiverse mystery. By the end, one X-Men team member will be stuck in the present day. Expect surprise guests and a thrilling plot as Gage and Land begin a tale that is set to rock the entire Marvel Universe. All this happens as the current X-Men deal with the Fall of X event, following the chaos of the 2023 Hellfire Gala. The event is a prelude to a 2 limited series, Fall of House of X and Rise of the Powers of X, which are set to conclude the X-Men's era in Krakoa. Original X-Men #1 goes on sale Wednesday, December 20th. And obviously from Marvel.
Nice. Well, Christos Gage is a pretty great writer. He co-wrote a lot of stuff with Dan Slott during his Superior Spider-Man run. He did a wonderful Batman Beyond anthology that he contributed some stories to. He's a great writer, and honestly, it's just good to see him doing stuff, and it's interesting that Marvel can't shake the time traveling original X-Men. Like, even if we return them to the past, nope, here they are, they're back again, proving that time means nothing to the X-Men.
Yeah, well, even Krakoa, when I've been editing the Chris Claremont panels, and he talks about like Krakoa was supposed to be like that was at the end of it in giant size, and it's like, how many years now are we still talking about it?
Yeah, well, that's because Chris's reaction is still one of the funniest things I think he's ever done. Like, yeah, whatever happened to Krakoa? Don't even get me started. I was like, oh my god, please don't. We're going to be here for 3 more hours. So, I wonder who's covering this.
All right.
It's Jeremy, right?
Yes.
I
I
know it.
love the pennant stare.
Carrie, go for it.
All right. So once again, we are getting yet another new Spirit of Vengeance. In the tradition of Blaze and Danny Ketch and Robbie Reyes and others, we don't get to know ahead of time. There's not much art and there's not much story with this one, but we get to go, ooh, that's pretty. Benjamin Percy, who wrote Wolverine 2020 as well as X-Force 2019, is teaming up with Danny Kim and releasing a new Ghostrider series in March 2024. We are assured that it's going to be dark, uncanny, dreadful, upsetting, and wonderful. And we're going to have a lot of horror superhero crossover stuff going on. And that's pretty much it. That's all the information we have for now, but we will keep going and keep you updated when we find out more about what they're going to do, who they're going to bring in as the new Ghostrider, and how they tie in. Because there's been a lot of things in the past where it's like suddenly like, oh, and you're my sibling. I did not know that because of the different ways that Ghostrider is passed through to people. So,
Right.
yeah. So I'm interested and very excited to see who our next new Ghostrider shall be.
Nick Cage. I vote for Nick Cage.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Carrie
my
would
head's
Carrie.
on fire.
You want to see a magic trick? Watch Carrie light that shit on fire
With my mind.
with her mind. But I mean, listen. Ghostrider is still very popular in the Marvel universe. Minus 1 or 2 forgettable incarnations, all of them have a pretty decent fan base. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see who rocks the leather jacket and flaming skull.
Just what powers exactly do they have? What are they going to ride? Are they going to ride the motorcycle? Are they going to drive a car? Which I wasn't really that impressed
Whoa!
with.
The car was pretty bad. Listen, the car was badass. So let's not give shit on the car, okay?
It's just not my favorite.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
if you're
listen.
riding, you ride instead of Ghost Driver.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
the car was pretty badass. I will give
I'm
Robbie
with
Reyes
Carrie
that.
on that.
Okay.
It changed it up a bit, Carrie.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
That's
I know
fine.
what it's gonna be.
I mean, there was a horse too.
What do you got,
If you
Leo?
go back in history.
What if it's in Alaska and he's doing a
Right.
snowmobile?
The dogs.
Oh, the
He's
dogs
got
too,
the
yeah.
dogs. They all turn on fire.
Okay, Leo,
Hell
I need to tell you something, and I mean this with the best amount of confidence. Don't quit your day job. Next story, please.
No, I'm excited about that.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. I'm super pumped to cover this. So,
Drew just sat up. 1 point.
shut up, Carrie.
I just lost all my squares.
So basically, we already know about Super Sons, Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne, an unlikely friendship that was so good it had multiple issues, including its own movie. But now we see the Sinister Sons, aka Sinestro's kid and General Zod's kid, teaming up for some problems.
It makes sense.
It does, and in a terrifying way, Jar.
They're so adorably evil.
So
evil.
So essentially, what we're looking at with this is, as the synopsis goes, when the son of General Zod was cast off of his adoptive homeworld of New Kandor, Lord Zod runs foul of a kid on a mission. Sinson, who is Sinestro's kid, is out to prove he's got what it takes to live up to the family name of Sinestro. But all is not what it seems, and the son's journey will take him to the heart of darkness in the first issue. So, did anyone know Sinestro had a kid?
No, and that who named him? Because god damn, if any kid should kill their parents for their name, Simpson, is that what it was?
I mean, I know he has a daughter who is a Green Lantern. That I know. But yeah, so
Oh, did you freeze?
We lost Drew again.
you didn't lose me. I'm right here.
Yeah. Okay. You were deep in thought.
Yes. So the series will be written by Peter Tomasi, who's the same guy who's responsible for giving us the Super Sons. The artist will be someone Ultimate Spider-Man fans like myself and Carrie will know, David LaFuente. And it's going to feature a main cover by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy, along with variants by Dan Mora, Jamal Campbell, V. Ken Marion / Danny Miki, Ramon Perez, and Pete Woods. I don't know. You know what? I'm liking this. I think this could be really fun. You know, I really enjoyed Damian and Jonathan being friends and working together and stuff.
You think they're going to come out kid versions of all of them, so that like it would be like an itty bitty Hellboy kind of thing?
I have no idea, but I just think that this is super cool. I have utmost faith in Peter J. Tomasi. He proved that he's a fantastic writer throughout everything. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. So, yeah, so I would definitely, we're going to expect this next year, in February 2024, and it's yeah. What do you guys think?
Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
And I think sometimes the best ideas are just simple ones. You know? Nothing flashy, nothing crazy, just two sons of supervillains gonna fuck shit up.
Ooh, are they gonna do a baby Zod or a baby Bizarro next?
You know, if anybody would, you know what? Although I am very excited to see what Jason Aaron does with the characters, I know Carrie is. Listen, if they could do Kid Lobo, anything is possible. So, come on, man. But yes, February 2024, Sinister Sons.
Nice.
Yep. Next, please.
Okay. So this here is let me just find my spot here. So Red Hood the Hill. It goes on sale February 13th in 2024. So DC is launching a 6-part series called Red Hood the Hill, featuring Jason Todd from Batman's crew, obviously. Sean Marmbro writes it, and Sanford Green is doing the artwork.
Nice.
The story brings Red Hood to one of Gotham's toughest neighborhoods, known as the Hill. So the first issue has a cover by Green and a special one by Tirso Khans. The series starts February 13th. DC is also releasing a special issue 0 on February 6th, which includes Red Hood number 51 and 52. In the series, The Hill is actually, why did it double it up? Anyway, that's it. The Hill.
What neighborhood in Gotham is not tough? Like, they're like, we're going to go to this one special neighborhood that's really bad. It's like,
you can go there.
What happened to over by the Acme fucking company and
stuff? I think the thing being is that you have to understand is that the Hill is considered one of the worst in Gotham. And, you know, you have essentially kind of a modern story. You have the area itself is gentrifying. And you know, more of the people kind of are trying to essentially adapt, but also not lose what they were. And so you have this new vigilante whose I guess name is Strike, is working on you know, essentially working with the citizens to keep the place safe. And then Jason Todd is the new kid, and he's ready to be Red Hood to help the Strike. So you know, but I agree with Jeremy. Like, what part of Gotham doesn't suck?
For real. Like, I know there's rich people in Gotham. Like, Bruce can't hang out with himself at these parties.
I think the thing I enjoy about Gotham is essentially because they've always said it's New Jersey. So I'm like, wow. So Newark is essentially named Gotham in this world. I'm like, great, wonderful. But yeah, I've met Sean Martinborough before. He's a great artist. He's done some great stuff with Hellboy. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he brings to this story. And hey, Jason Todd's a pretty cool character, so let's see what he does.
Well,
So Leo, Leo. It's over.
Leo.
You don't bring it up. Moving on.
but they changed
We're
him.
moving on.
And Gotham more.
Moving on.
Talk to us, Leo. What happened?
No, Leo.
Where did Gotham War touch you?
No, we wasted too many minutes with that schmopping.
No, I was gonna say, because this is very, very relevant. I wonder how they're gonna handle Jason Todd in this, because he does get severely changed in Gotham War.
Well, we'll have to read to find out.
Well, just real quick, Batman doesn't like how essentially he puts the fear into Jason Todd. He uses so Jason Todd, he can't crime fight anymore because he's afraid,
He's a scaredy cat now.
He's a scaredy cat. Yeah. Perfect.
Yellow belly.
Scaredy cat woman.
He's a scaredy cat. He's a scaredy cat. Drew, I think you're up with Spider-Man.
I'm up again. Oh my God, I'm up again.
This spectacular.
Spider-Man. So, the reason I'm particularly excited about this project is the writer is Greg Weisman. And you're like, oh my God, how do I know that? Greg Weisman was one of the writers, and I believe he might have been the producer for Spectacular Spider-Man, which was a fantastic cartoon series that was way too short-lived. If you don't know what that is, one, the theme song will just get stuck in your head no matter what you listen to. And two, they're modernized, different versions of all the Spidey villains, storylines, all that. Fantastic. So please, you get a chance, check that shit out. So there's that. He also did Young Justice. So he was one of those writers for Young Justice. So he's just El Fuego. He is on fire. So now he's bringing his wonderful talents to. I also think he did Gargoyles as well at one point. So I feel like Greg Weisman was also a Gargoyles guy. So, but there's that. But he's now doing Spider-Man, and he's doing Spider-Man with Humberto Ramos. So you got that great style going on, and Humberto, very well known for his Spider-Man work. So you have this essentially crime-fighting duo. You've got Miles Morales, and you've got Peter Parker. And you've got this nice little back and forth plan, according to Greg Weisman, where you're going to have Miles trying to be a bit more mature to show that he can be mature to Peter. And Peter's like, I'm hanging with a 16-year-old. I can let my guard down and let the jokes fly. So you got that nice back and forth of who's the mentor and who is the student,
It will be quippy. Yes.
Oh, it's going to be amazingly quippy. But then, of course, when it gets serious, the boys get serious. So...
Or do they?
They definitely do. And the first villain that they're supposed to face is the Jackal. Which, if you know anything about the Jackal, there's a word that you'll have to deal with. Rhymes with clones. I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with clones. Sloans. But yeah, so I'm very excited about this. One, because Humberto Ramos, I've met a bunch of cons. I'm very chill with him and his handler. He's a great artist. And Greg Weisman, I mean, like I said, I've enjoyed his work in the past. So this is going to be awesome. So fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's the best way I could put it. Fuck yeah. So I'm super pumped by this. I think it's going to be awesome. That's just the best way I can put it. So you're, this will be out January 17th next year. So check this out. And if you're having trouble with the current Spider-Man, like some of us are, this might be a way to essentially support Marvel, but not support Marvel.
Awesome. So you could say the boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
Leo, get out.
Boys just got back in town.
Next.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go,
I wonder
Leo.
who this is for.
Ooh, this is me. This is me. This is me.
Of course it's you.
I
That
know.
star is screaming.
Nicely. Well
Yeah.
done, Jeremy.
Uh-huh.
Well done.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, you probably don't know that Transformers has changed hands. So it is no longer IDW taking care of Transformers. They signed off on that, and it is now Skybound Entertainment. And so the second issue is out right now, and people are wondering, where is Megatron? So this free comic book day, Skybound is set to reveal some exciting details about Megatron's fate in the Energon universe with their gold sponsor comic for free comic book day. Diamond Comic Distributors has announced the 12 gold sponsor comics for the event next May. Included is Transformers and G.I. Joe. Welcome to the Energon universe. From Skybound, also this comic will feature 3 brand new stories, promising major surprises for fans of Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Void Rivals. So the website gives a little bit more information. It's going to be showcasing a lineup of talent, including names like Robert Kirkman, Daniel Warren Johnson, Joshua Williamson, Lorenzo De Felici, and Ryan Otley, who's also behind the yet-to-be-revealed cover to art. Sean Makowitz, Skybound's publisher, hinted that Megatron will play a pivotal role in Free Comic Book Day, teasing that what's billed as one of the most thrilling stories in the Energon universe, spotlighting the most notorious Decepticon. So if you don't know, Free Comic Book Day is going to take place in 2024, Saturday, May 4th.
Ooh, it's another May the 4th.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question. Now that they're with Skybound, do you think McFarlane will be doing some of the toys?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, come on. Don't tell him that. He's trying to save money.
No need to save money. Let it burn.
Oh
yeah.
Could you imagine? Hasbro.
Oh my God.
Hasbro
They'd be like
wouldn't
this
it up.
big, friggin' 2 feet tall. It'd be beautiful.
Actually, I ran into somebody that is that does 3D printing of some of them. He just 3D printed a 4-foot tall Metroplex.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I wish I could do any of that stuff, and then I really wish I could paint it. Because goddamn, these things come out looking amazing.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, with like Transformers, the parts are all solid colors. So you just print part by part with that color filament.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. So everybody, Free Comic Book Day. If you aren't already, buy
I need my Skeletor painted.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. What's next?
That's it for the news.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. That was what we got.
Okay, cool. Nice. Good job, everybody.
Woohoo.
I only laid down twice. Good stuff. All right. So the books. How do we do this?
Well, so we had 4 comics. Who would like to go first?
Carrie.
Okay. So I'm going to do this really briefly. I brought up Neil Gaiman's Only the End of the World again. It's a comic that I have sitting right in my closet over there that I can't reach because I'm short. And, but it's wonderful. It is a very Lovecraftian setting. Well, it's set in Innsmouth and features a werewolf. And so if you like werewolves and if you like Lovecraft, you're going to love it. And it's Gaiman, so it's really snarky. And I just thought it was a terribly fun comic as he's going through life and people are telling him different things about like, oh, and this is how you cure lycanthropy. And this is how you do this. And this is how you do that. And then he also gets notes from his landlady that are like, you came home late. You were rather noisy. you have a specific shelf assigned to you in the refrigerator. Also, the elder gods are rising up and will come and eat all of the non-believers, and the end of the world is coming. And it's just thrown in there like very offhandedly, like, oh yeah, that's just a thing. And then there's it's just he makes fun of like how everyone looks like Peter O'Toole. They're all very Batrachian looking folk because they're descended from the deep ones, so they have that frog-like appearance thing going for them. But it's just real. It's a lot of fun. I thought it has some real darkness to it, but it's also got a little bit of lightheartedness too. And we lost Jeremy.
You lost Jeremy.
We lost Jeremy. We're just losing people all over the place. Maybe they.
Yeah. We should have a splash page of lost and found so we can find them in the end.
Yeah. But
okay, you know what? Carrie, not all
think?
jokes are winners, okay?
What?
Nothing. So get out, Leo. Take you and your bullshit sound effects with you.
So this was one that I've loved for years. So what did you guys think?
Go for it.
I was going to say, you know what? There are very few times I've read a Neil Gaiman story and I wasn't impressed. Neil always just knows how to tell a very weird story, but he also knows how to really make it interesting, unique, but also full of heart. So his stories are always very human, even when he's dealing with, the endless. It could be Batman. It could be like a werewolf at the end of the world. It's just really well done, and I just really appreciate that his career is appreciated by not just adults, but also even children. I mean, sometimes after my people's like, yeah, that movie Coraline? Yeah, that's based on his book. They're like, oh, wow. I'm like, yeah. Like, he's got range, man. He's got range. But yeah, I personally really enjoyed it. I always love reading Neil. And maybe one day we'll tackle Sandman.
Right.
So,
Leo,
what did you think, Leo?
I enjoyed it. The artwork was definitely very, very quirky. But you know me, I'm not a huge horror guy.
Yeah.
But I did, definitely enjoy the writing style. It definitely humanizes the character, even though, he is a werewolf and whatnot. But yeah, I thought it was definitely a good read.
What do you think? What do you think, Jeremy?
And we lost Jeremy again.
We'll have to catch him up later. So,
right.
Who's next?
There's Jeremy again.
Jar Jar, what happened?
I'm having internet issues. I don't know what's going on. My internet's there and then it's gone.
Okay, so just operate as if it's going to drop any minute. So pick your words carefully.
Okay.
What did you think of Carrie's book?
I thought it was fantastic.
There you go.
I had a good time with it. It put me to sleep very nicely at the end of the night, but I got to read all of it.
I want to point out that's a compliment, right?
Yes, that is a compliment.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to confirm for those watching, that's a good thing for him.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because Jar Jar doesn't really pull any punches. It's just yeah. There'll be times that he messages like, "What the hell are we reading?
Why are we reading this?
Another Spider-Man origin? God, kill me now."
2 in 1 week.
Do you want me to read two origins back to back and compare them? Never again.
If something's boring, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know in the messages. Just be like, why? Why are we reading this? What did I do wrong this week?
Right. Well, speaking of, so I think the next one should be you then. So, Mr. Skeletor.
Skeletor? Oh, fantastic. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this, but I
have questions.
You have questions?
It is questions.
No. Go for it. Go for it.
Well, it's just a story that Randor and Keldor, or AKA Skeletor, are brothers. Their father, King Mino. Hold on, I'm gonna screw this up. Something fierce if I don't read it. Miro. Uh, you know, he's like the Keldor is like that he's a half blood. He's Eternian and I'm missing the words here.
He's got
well, whatever other race he is,
like,
he is that.
I was gonna say it reminded me similar of like the Loki story,
It's very similar. Like they're essentially not gods but kings, royalty, and one's the half-blood prince who can never become king because he's a half-blood, and it's just not done that way.
Right.
And the other one is the while he's got all this privilege, doesn't really understand why his brother is upset about it. He's like, what's wrong? We can do this together. But it's a great not normal, but as Leo said, it's very familiar kind of story.
And I just want to say, I don't really know too much about He-Man minus the Injustice He-Man that we read a while back. So this, to me, I didn't even know they were brothers. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I thought that
it is definitely one of the later storytellings of it.
Okay. Well, I just enjoyed it. I thought it really kind of spelled everything out. I thought it was really well paced. The artwork was great. Yeah, I mean, the moment,
beautiful.
Yeah, the moment Leo has up right now, where he sees his face after it's been essentially disintegrated, and it's just, Skeletor. I'm like, oh man, that's so fucking cool. But
it's almost like when he's having his moment like Anakin Skywalker has as he becomes this beast. It's just like, what am I?
Yeah,
Skeletor rise.
Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think
it's a short story. It's very
but you know what it is? It told what it needed to. There was still heart. There was still drama. There was still you understood, and I think that's what origins are always about. It's you get where they came from, because it makes you understand essentially why they are how they are, why they are either so good or so evil, or the middle. So, yeah. So,
and it was just gorgeous reading too. Loved it.
Yeah, Fraser Irving, I believe, did the art.
Oh yeah, he does really good work. It's very simple but polished in an almost like gothic way.
I was kind of upset because I couldn't find my copy. I had to actually read it online. I was like, I know I have this.
That
somewhere
smoke that goes around him through most of the book is just really well worked into it. So it doesn't cover everything, but it does make sure to halo around him. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. So, but yeah, so that's how I felt about it. So, unanimously, Jar, you did good.
Thank you. Next, we'll be reading He-Man Tour. No. Just gonna do all the masters, you'll be all set.
This is Jar's way of slowly getting us to, well, you're all fans now, so why don't we just do this group? And I'm just like, well played.
Con. There's Power Con.
Well played, Jar Jar. Well played.
We're going to be the casters of the universe.
I'll dress up as Orko.
Orko, right.
All right. You're going to have us buy the toys now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Revelation toys are awesome. Although I'm one of the. Have you guys seen the Masters of the Universe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys yet?
No.
Okay, well, for me personally, I will not be spending very much money, or if any, on them. They're very goofy in their sorts of way. Either that, or I'm just becoming an adult when it becomes toys. I'm just like, I don't need toys anymore.
I don't think so.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
The little boy is growing up.
All right, so who's next?
Well, it's either you or me, Drew. But before we do, actually, so I was going to ask you real quick. So since I don't know the characters, obviously I know He-Man, Skeletor. Who is Randor in the He-Man universe?
He's King Randor. He's He-Man's father.
Oh, so
There you go.
He-Man and Skeletor are related.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Yeah, they covered. That's the first thing he said.
He's the uncle.
Oh my god.
Uncle Skelly.
Are you okay, Leo? I feel like lately
it was first.
No.
If you ever get a chance to watch the 2003 cartoon, they do it best. It's the best telling of it. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I can agree that I've seen that. It's really good.
And Drew, I have to apologize. You have to realize, like, I'm trying to do things in the background, while I'm trying to.
Why are you doing things in the back? Focus.
I'm trying to run the show. Damn it.
We'll find a better balance then. God. Oh,
I like.
All right, it's all good.
Okay, so I'll say that I enjoyed it as well. It was definitely a very good read. So
good, because if you didn't, fucking fuck you, fucker.
God damn. Okay. Whoa. Tell us how you really feel.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
God damn. Okay.
Writing down the timestamp
I
on
thought
that
I was
one.
going to
We're
have
gonna-
to defend Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a trigger for Jar now. We know that.
What did I do to you?
I'm sorry.
I know you run the show.
You're the boss. I'm sorry.
All right. So Leo, do you want to? Oh, someone wants to know what's your favorite comic series?
I'd have to say Batman. I mean, I'm Batman. Batman.
Batman.
Batman.
So okay, Leo. Since that person asked, why don't we just do your story then? Because it was a Batman story.
No, we'll save it for last because I already had yours pulled up.
I hate you so much, but yes, awesome. So I've been dying for us to introduce Tommy Monaghan into the show. We did briefly mention him when we did his role in the Hell's Hitman Etrigan story, which I seem to recall we liked, even though Leo was like, I don't know about the horror. It's a little demons and stuff. I don't know, man. So this, I was thinking of one-shots where you didn't really need to know the character too much and whatnot. And also on top of it, I don't know if we've ever covered a Western outside of Jar Jar's wonderful comic book.
Oh, yeah. Deep dive
for Jonah Hex. So I love this book, hands down. It's one of my favorite DC series to reread, which I almost do every year with my Starman. I just thought this was a great story for Tommy. It has all the fixings of a Western tale with the kind of history and characterization that you've really come to love from Garth Ennis, whether it's he's doing Hitman, Etrigan, The Boys, war stories, The Punisher. He knows how to tell characters really well. And Tommy is one of my faves. And this was just a great story. Hey, J-Bo. I'm really interested to hear what you guys had to say. So please.
Before we get into that, Drew, you need to make the noise.
What's the note?
They reference the music. You got to do it.
Phenomena.
No.
No.
What's the
from Clint Eastwood?
Oh, right. Or well, Jeremy, what was that thing you said you want us to do?
Oh, we're gonna do our best Clint Eastwood impressions.
Oh, right. I gotta
to
sit up for
reference the
this.
comic. You got to be like,
Hold on a second.
feel
Thanks
lucky
through a
punk.
setup now.
I gotta sit up for this. Jar, what's the line?
Do you feel lucky? I don't know what line they did. The only one I ever remember is the "Do you feel lucky, punk?"
Yeah.
Well, do you?
Hold on. So I gotta ask yourself one question, Jar. Do you feel lucky, punk? Huh? Do you? I like how you have to do it like you're trying to do.
Cheech and Chong versus
Like it's like De Niro-y, like, oh, okay, fuck him. All right, what's going on? You know, so you got to do it, but it's like, all right, let's go. No, it's you know, how are you going to do it? I'm like, oh my god, what up?
But you got to be able to talk through your teeth and have the cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. But
stogie hanging
so-
out there.
so what did you guys think of it?
Hold on. I was gonna do my impression.
Okay, we're all
Good.
holding on.
Left turn, Clyde.
Oh God!
Get out! Horrible. Go kill some more snakes.
I thought
So-
it was fantastic.
I love that movie.
All right. So what did you guys think of this book?
I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to at first, but like you didn't need to know who the character was. They did well explaining it. It was like watching, like I'm trying to think of a show that it would mimic, but like, you know, the guy walks in and throws a grenade into the truck, like it was slapstick badassery, I guess.
Yeah, Tommy was a great character for DC, and I always love introducing him to people. He was just so funny. And it's funny because I was telling Carrie about it, and she's like, "That's cool." But then I told her it's like he got to start in Etrigan. She was like, "Okay, so Etrigan. Okay, all right. So the demon. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'll start there."
Okay, jump back one page real quick, just because. Okay, see what those guns are saying? Blam blam
Blam,
blam
blam.
blam 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 blam. Instead of we go to the next page, and then finally they had the Buddha Buddha
Kaboom.
Buddha Buddha. But I get so tired of only seeing Buddha 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 on every page with a gun in it. It was exciting to have blam. I know that's ridiculous, but that was something that made me very
Ridiculous.
happy.
No,
and like
it's great to hear
instead
what
of
people take away.
Crackoon, you know,
Crackoon.
yeah, you're like, this letter got.
That's
a
when
little
somebody blows
bit more
something up.
original. Yeah, well, that one says wackoom instead of crackoom. So see.
Yeah, like I said, I
Slightly
thoroughly.
different sounds.
So okay, so Jar, so you really liked it.
Yeah, I had fun with almost everybody's, or with everybody's story this week. It was
No. You said almost, so you hated mine.
Yeah, I hated yours. But
that's it.
so, Carrie, what did you think?
No, and like I told you, I really got a kick out of it. I'm looking forward to reading more of the series now that I have read it. It's got that whole, like, we haven't read much of a Western kind of thing before, and this is a modern Western sort of feel to it. I like the buddy thing. I see there's all the
The thing is, what I love about the show is that it really was a pop culture series, you know, but it had some real heart, and Garth, along with the great artist John McCrea, you know, they stayed the team for most of it. This is one of the few issues where John didn't do the art for it. So this is, I think, Carlos Espinoza. He did a great job. And again, I love this story because the series itself is not a shoot 'em up. It's not a Western, but in Tommy's world, it makes sense for him to have a Western adventure. One small moment that I do love is how he got revenge on the guy who ran over his hand.
Yeah.
Like that scene right there was pretty great. So Leo, what did you think?
Yeah, just real quick, Dennis says, "Hey everybody," and wants to know, did we check out Joe St.
I
Pierre's?
did.
Yeah,
I
what do you
liked
think,
it.
brother?
I thought it was cool.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I'll check it out later.
I thought the voices went well with everything. They did a good job.
Very
They
cool.
mentioned it last week, I think. So we'll have to.
Or a couple of weeks ago, I think it was.
Okay.
Keep up with the times, Carrie. God damn it!
And
I'm on fire tonight. Urgh.
You are. I'm proud of you.
And thanks for sharing that, Dennis. I believe we shared the link. So send it over. We'll share it again, and we'll make sure Drew watches it. But
especially for Joe, anything for Joe. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I have to say, I really enjoyed this. This being a Western fan and just reading this, I had a lot of fun with this. Thanks for recommending it, Drew. It was I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I really thought it was going to be the stinker of the bunch. I was going in thinking, God damn it, I got to read Hitman now. This is going to be so 80s, 90s, like weird.
90s.
And like, I was just like, no, this is good.
I'm telling you, if we get to read any of the Hitman series, holy crap, it's just beautiful. It's so good. Hitman is fun. Please read more of it. It is a 90s DC gem. And fun fact, takes place in Gotham.
Yes.
So it's another proof that all Gotham's neighborhoods are rough and tumble and obviously not fit for anyone to live into. And yet we see it. But Leo, I'm really glad you liked it. You know, I avoided the one issue that I wanted to do that was actually Thanksgiving themed because I was like, no, it's not a one shot. Like, no. So, but I'm glad you guys like it. I really hope that we get to read more Hitman in the future. So,
I'm willing. Given our little previews here, I would be willing to look into more of that.
Well, yeah, Carrie, you'll read it all in one night.
And Dennis, definitely keep us in the loop when you do part 2.
Yeah, please. So, Leo, it's time for your story.
Hold on, I need to load it.
It's time for Leo's story.
Yes, the most real of the bunch.
Yeah,
it was good though. Like,
I
don't know about you guys. Like, I love Batman just as much as Leo, but like this, even though it was like part origin story, part like just detective story, it was intense. There's emotion in it. Like,
yeah, it was a very real story.
Yeah.
And Batman doesn't say a word throughout the whole thing. And it's only so this year it's taking place in Detective Comics 429. The story is Night of the Stalker. Other stories were covered, but we just covered this, the first 15 or so pages. And this was published in 1974. So one evening in Gotham, Batman sees a couple being robbed and shot, obviously reminding him of his parents' death, obviously. He catches one of the thieves, but the others escape. Batman chases them to the city's edge where a fight breaks out. Shots are fired at Batman, but don't hurt him. And in the confrontation, he and a thug tumble off a cliff. Batman hangs onto a branch, leaving the thug knocked out, and resumes his hunt. Soon, he finds the other crooks in a forest shack. After a scary entrance and a chase to the pond, Batman overcomes the crook by trying to drown him. The final crook, young and regretful, is left for the police, and Batman hears their sirens. Batman then, back at home, Bruce Wayne reflects his childhood trauma. Standing alone in his penthouse, the memory of that fateful night with his parents haunting him. That is the synopsis. Let me do a quick... Who wrote this? Yeah, Vin Amendola, Sal Amendola, and Steve Englehart.
I know. Yeah.
I
know who Steve is. He's done stuff before.
Sal also did the art as well. Sorry, what's that, Carrie?
This was edited by Neil Adams, wasn't it? Or am I?
I know Dick Giordano was part of this, right? Dick Giordano did some of the art, or
he did the
inks.
He did the ink. Yeah, and Archie Goodwin was the editor.
Oh,
nice.
I don't know why get the.
But yeah, so
There's not over here.
That underwater scene was great.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't expect that this story to get so real, and I think that's sometimes the best Batman stories. You don't expect them to get really personal, but holy crap, when they do, you're like, wow.
well, even the art in this, everybody is like it's so real, so visceral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well, I have to say with this, you really feel for his parents, like,
Oh yeah,
you realize why. I mean, we all know why Batman's doing it, but very few stories tell, in such a way that you're actually feeling for it. You feel his pain for his parents and why he's doing everything.
right.
And then these thugs, these no-name thugs, one of them, thinks he takes out Batman. And he's celebrating, the Joker couldn't do it, Penguin couldn't do it, but I did it with a rock,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, it's he thought he drowned Batman, then Batman just pops up and then takes him under. Absolutely love the story. And like I said, it's a very short read, only like 15 pages.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing that you got to love is that I feel like people in comics did a lot more with less than sometimes people now do, like sometimes I appreciate a story that's a tight, like if it needs the extra pages, fine, but if the story is still tight, great, but I just feel like there would just been a lot of talking and unnecessary action. Like this moved the way it needed, it said what it had to, and the emotion was just so raw,
Yeah.
Yeah,
very much so.
was.
I
think I'm the thing. Sorry.
Go ahead, Carrie.
I found where I got Neil Adams from. It was they came up with it based on a story that he described to them, but that's why I was getting it confused. But yeah, everybody is on super hyperdrive, and having him not speak at all, just seeing
For real,
everything through
he's
Batman's eyes
just
and
this
stuff.
kind of
You're
like
just like, oh wow, the
dark
sheer terror
stalker.
that he's inspired into everyone just by existing,
Yeah, it was definitely the more emotional one of this batch. So
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
got the feels, Leo.
But
Thank you.
But what this, I just kind of want to conclude this. It's just what this just taught me is everybody in the show has excellent taste in comics. So keep up the good work for the new year, everyone.
So just real quick, I don't know how true this is, but I read that this was supposed to be actually an episode on Batman the Animated Series, but got scrapped at some point.
Oh wow.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Definitely fits that kind of dark theme.
Yeah. Ducale says total roller coaster of a comic. That might have been for Hitman. If not, let us know. And Dennis is asking, anyone going to the con this weekend in Boxborough, Mass?
I might be.
He might be
going as a everyday Comic Con goer.
Yeah.
The Jar Jar Jeremy costume.
Yeah, and I think I told you, Jar Jar, if you're going, just let Ben know, and he can get you passes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! Look at you, Jar.
That's good because it's a little bit expensive.
Yeah, getting that scoop.
And Ducale, it was for Batman. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, so everybody has excellent taste in comics, so keep that up.
Yes, let's hope we can keep it going for next week. What are we reading?
Well,
you'll have to tune in next week to find out.
We have a guest next week, right?
Yes, we have Keith Champagne on for next week. So we're gonna have him on the show. He's gonna probably talk about his new Kickstarter that just got fully funded earlier this month.
Nice.
And yeah, it's gonna be really nice having him on the show. We got a few more guests for December, plus a really great end of the year live read, just like we did last year, which will be holiday themed because we have to keep true traditions. And then there's a lot of good stuff we're trying to work for next year. So everyone, if this is your first time, stay tuned. If you're still here, thank God. And if you left, well, that's your opinion,
Can't
man.
hear this anyways.
I do have to say, I watched the counter. A lot of people watching tonight, so definitely we thank the new watchers for joining us, and just make
As
sure
they say in your countries, arigato.
No, what they say in your countries is the thing that's going to make us lose all those viewers. Congratulations, everyone! You've been on Splash Pages and you just lost the game.
Oh,
I didn't know we were playing the game. Damn it!
stop saying it.
what game.
You don't know about the game? Oh, you're
It's
not
starting
playing,
again.
I'm cursing you all
Thank you,
to
DK.
listening to Surfin' Bird in your head now for the next week solid.
Love you too. All right, so
Is
Leo,
that,
do you want to play us off?
is that a Godzilla thing, Surfing Bird? No.
Everybody,
Leo, play us off.
I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. You know me, just how to find me, but more importantly, follow these awesome people. I run a little thing called the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got a ton of awesome shows on the network, a lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. Head on over to thedorkening.com. You can find all the information there, and we'll kick it off with Carrie.
Hey, everybody. Woo. You can find me and my squirrel, Ratatosker, and my cat, Hinata, and my skulls and various things here on Splash Pages at the Dorkening. You can also find me over on the Owlite Network, where I do a bunch of shows. They take place on Sundays and Mondays and Fridays this season. We always do a lot of things about storytelling. We review some terrible movies here and there. We have Thanksgiving coming up for next week. But before that, on the 26th, I think, this upcoming Sunday, we're going to have Tim Jones on for an interview on the Clutch of Personalities. Yeah, we love Tim. And if you want to find me, just look up Carrie Sanders on Facebook. And if you see a crow as an avatar, that is me. And all of my links and stuff are there. So you can catch all my stuff, my author stuff, my Dorkening stuff, my Owlite stuff, my cats. I'm there.
Awesome.
Boom.
Yeah.
Jar Jar.
Hey, I'm Jar Jar, but you can call me Jeremy Courtney over on Facebook and be a friend of mine if you get there quick enough. And let's see, check out Comic Book Lovers Buy, Sell, Trade, and Auction House. It's a wonderful place over on Facebook where you can buy, sell, trade, and auction off all your comic geeky stuff. Let's see, check out Splash Pages every Tuesday night. And also every this past Sunday, episode 4 of the re-education of Nancy Ann Ritter dropped, which was
Nice.
of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
Very
great.
cool. Oh, yeah. And I don't know, Drew, what do you got going on?
Well, I'm already laying down, Jeremy, so you know what that means. It's about time for the show to end, so I can go to hell to sleep.
Yes.
If you need to find me, I'm Drew Malo on Facebook. I'm Ghostbusterman 1984, as this thing is passing you by on Instagram. I'll perpetually try and keep writing to keep myself awake and busy and making money. So stay tuned for more on that. I do things, I'm involved in a lot, and I'm generally really exhausted. So if I don't remember your name, just want to say thank you for watching the show. And you're great, but leave a message after the beep. Beep. But great show, everybody. Have a good one. I hope you found some new comics to add to your queue. And countdown till 2024, everybody. Let's go.
Yeah.
2024.
Oh, and one more thing before we go. For everybody, we all hope you have a really delicious and fulfilling Thanksgiving, whether you're stuffing your cheeks full of nuts, turkey, mashed potatoes, or whatever the hell you're doing. Be well, eat well, enjoy it with family, however many you want to do. And may the sales and coupons and discounts be in your favor on Black Friday.
And if you're listening to us while you're driving, thanks for the ride.
Yeah.
Keep it classy.
And safety PSA for everybody: if you're frying it, is it frying a turkey?
Yeah.
Don't fry a frozen turkey.
Yeah, don't do it with the frozen turkey.
Yeah,
That would be
don't
bad.
do that.
Boom.
Boom.
Bye.
Okay, good to know. Good safety tip. Thanks, Leo. Bye, everybody.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes